Let's turn to Andreas Mikkelsen now. It is great to see you back behind the wheel in a rally car. Last time we saw you in Sardinia, of course, you were calling pace notes for Petter Solberg. I bet you're glad to be back in command this time behind the steering wheel, yes?
Yeah, it's better to drive, that's for sure.
What's the plan for you this weekend then here in Monza?
Well, it's good to be back here. I've done the Monza the last 3 years. Obviously this edition is very different. But I'm really looking forward. What we've seen in the recce, it looks very, very difficult, very tricky stages. We saw snow today on the Saturday stages, and a lot of gravel and mud inside the stages around Monza. So no stage is easy here.
Okay, all right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Thank you, guys. Okay, everyone, thank you for bearing with us. We will have our final grouping.
So we finished press conference. It's Wednesday night here in Monza. So the night before the shakedown, and stage 1 is tomorrow. So it's quite cold. It's been snowing today. It's been snowing on the recce, so looks like it will be one of the most difficult rallies I've ever done when you look at the conditions. So I'm looking forward. I think it can play in our hands this weekend. I like tricky conditions, so I'm ready to try to dominate.
Yeah, in terms of tire wear, it shouldn't be any problem doing one run. It's more puncture it, but then you need to take a bit careful.
For now, we will not get any heat in the 7 Plus.
Yes.
So for me, the only tire which will work now is the rain tire, but we're quite limited with rain tires. I guess we will use this very often in the rally.
Yes.
So I need to look on the tire plan, see how we can do it the best. But it would be nice to at least have one run with the rain tire, just have a feeling with it.
Yes, it was my idea. Maybe to do the first lap with the rain tire, and then if we want to do more, we go with the 7 Plus just to save the rain tire. Yeah, and also we can have some feeling comparing the rain tire and the 7 Plus.
How many stages is there in the rally? Total? 16?
16.
It's the start of Shakedown. I woke up early this morning, we did the recce, and we're about to start. What is quite difficult is that we have very limited amount of tires this weekend, of wet tires and on snow tires. We only have 12 wet tires, and that means that when the rain is coming, our slick will not work, and we have to survive the whole weekend with 12 wet tires, which can be a problem. So of course I think it's the optimal tire for Shakedown, but you don't want to burn it either. You don't want to destroy it. So maybe we have to do most of Shakedown with tires, which is not really optimal, but that's the way it is. We have to play the game.
Anders?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you have faith? Do you believe?
Faith I always have. Yeah. I believe in Miklos.
Bandy Miklos believes in himself as well. So Pirelli is sponsoring the rally, so a lot of the stages are called, you know, P0 or Soto Zero, and they asked me if I could do some videos for them before things start. So let's see. We have Maro over here already doing filming.
When you think of Pirelli Scorpion tires, what comes to mind?
When I think about Scorpion tires, I think about gravel, a tire which works in the most crazy conditions, rocky surface, and yeah, it's a rough conditions. That's what I'm thinking.
What changes when you go from asphalt to gravel?
When you go from asphalt to gravel, of course the gravel tire would work, but it's not optimal. So what you need is a tarmac tire or asphalt tire. So the P0 is what you would need. Okay, and then the balaclava we can do later. Huh? Okay, we have to go.
When you have finished,
Yeah.
It's not like drunk circuit, you mean? I mean, so much gravel and gravel section.
It goes on, go with the flow. It's difficult to have a specific target.
I'm now just looking on the
in a World Rally or a WRC.
the shakedown of the other guys, see which tires they're on and see where it's slippery, that I have time. Okay, see you soon. Yeah. It was quite okay. I felt the engine was pushing a bit, the car, since it's so slippery now.
Okay.
I was driving in map 5. Is it
Yes, you can reduce a bit.
to 4? Because I would like to have the feeling with the early brake, but now it's too much. So for these conditions.
Yes, you can go at least to 3. Because step between 4 and 5 usually you cannot feel.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Andreas Mikkelsen and Monza, back in the World Rally Championship, taking a little while, but what's the plan and the hope this weekend?
Well, the hopes are quite high. I don't have a championship to drive for, so for me the goal is quite simple. I put the mare now as much as I can. See what we can do.
WRC 3, is this the start to try and make a comeback in 2021?
This year it's most to try to get back in WRC. I think all driving helps, keeping me fit. And, of course I want to be back in WRC. Let's see when that comes. So finished the first stage, second fastest, only some tenths behind the fastest time. So that was a good enough start, I think. We're in the fight, so tricky conditions, a lot of mud, and hard to find the braking points. But we went in a good rhythm, I think. A bit could have gone a bit faster here and there, but overall a very good run.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It's really tough with tire choice now because obviously it was supposed to be wet because it's wet conditions. But looking at the conditions now, people are going off in so many corners. It's gravel, mud everywhere, so I'm really wondering if we can do now a smart thing and go with the winter tires. Maybe that could work. Let's see. So another stage done. Another stage win. So far won all the stages. So that's pretty cool.
But the best start in that class was Andreas Mikkelsen, once of Hyundai, now in a Skoda, and here fast enough to catch another struggler, Grégoire Monza. Andreas Mikkelsen is impressing everyone. In a WRC 3 class Skoda, he shouldn't be as high as third place, but he is after a clever and measured drive.
So one more stage to go for the day. It's just increasing with rain all the time. It's really crazy conditions. That will be quite tricky to see where it's slippery or not. Hopefully we'll have a good stage and we can have a comfortable lead going into tomorrow.
Second place, it's Emil Lindholm. Like Solberg, also in a Skoda, but he, like all of the WRC 3 class drivers, have been unable to match Andreas Mikkelsen, who has been embarrassing even the top drivers with his speed and control. He's been so complete that his lead after 6 stages is almost a minute.
Oh, good morning. How is everyone today?
Very good.
good.
Very good.
So today will be a very interesting day. Today is like the main day, Saturday, and now we are finished with the stages here in Monza. And now we head towards the mountains where there's a lot of snow expected. But I heard that they worked all night with the stages, so we're not really sure how much snow there is left. I hope for some really tricky conditions, because then you can really fight with the WRC cars. If it's more dry or fully wet, it's really impossible to fight with them. But we will do our best, and let's see what the day brings. So, any reports from the stage?
Yes. This is from stage 9.
Okay. Ah, it's no snow at all.
Yeah. And this is in the top of the stage 9.
The wet tire, I mean, the 7 Plus doesn't work in the wet at all. We tried it in Canarias. Even there it's so warm. Bad experience. So 40 seconds to go. We took a tire choice. We took 4 wets and 2 snow. So hopefully that should be correct. It should be quite tricky conditions today. Maybe it will get colder as well. It should be raining. But if it gets colder under 0 degrees, that rain will turn into snow, and then we're a bit in the shit, to be honest, because we only have 2 snow tires. But that's a risk we're willing to take, that it should stay snow, should stay wet. And let's see. Cross the fingers for the best. Not a very good loop. I broke my gear lever on the first stage, just like 4 kilometers after the start, and I couldn't change gear, so I had to use like a manual, the actual lever itself to pull. Oh, it was a mess. We lost a lot of seconds, like 30 seconds, and we had the wrong tire choice in the last stage. But we're still leading though, with 30 seconds, so it has shrinked a bit, but we're still in control. So finished with a really difficult day. Conditions have been absolutely crazy. A lot of stages was cancelled in the end because it was just so crazy. Oliver Solberg is closing in on us. He's now 14 seconds behind. 3 stages tomorrow. Normally that should be fine, but he's driving really fast. So it looks like we have to push a bit tomorrow to keep him behind us and stop this Sunday driving as that we're doing at the moment. So it will be interesting day tomorrow, 3 stages, and hopefully we can take it home.
Yeah, do you want to do first?
So it's the morning of the last day. Only 3 stages to go. Oliver is closing in, so looks like we have to start to push a bit again to keep him behind us, defend ourselves. It'll be an interesting day anyway. Still wet, so tire choice will still be crucial.
One left and one right.
Last day of 2020, it's great to see you back, but what are your thoughts going into this, the final day, because it's been a wonderful week for you just to see you back in action and dominant really in this category.
Yeah, that's been a really good weekend so far. It's great to be back in the WRC, even though it's in Okay, last stage.
Kör mitt på vägen.
Kör mitt på vägen. The famous word from Marcus Gurlon. Many times world champion.
But the winner, Andreas Mikkelsen, was untouchable on Friday's stages in a Skoda Fabia similar in specification to Solberg. Mikkelsen's performance stood out as one of the best of the entire rally. The Norwegian was back in the WRC for the first time since 2019. He took the WRC3 category honours and 7th overall.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the show now. It's time to celebrate.
Some place hot Well done, mate. You too, huh?
Nice weekend. Nice race.
Thank you for joining.
What's the plan, Oliver?
Spray the fins with champagne.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us.
We did it, guys! Yes, this was such a nice feeling to win. Was a very tricky weekend, but always nice to go home with a win and a big trophy. So this will find a nice space for this one at home. And yeah, last rally of the season, which is a bit sad. But anyway, hopefully something nice will be ready for us in the new year. So thank you for watching these episodes. If you are not subscribed, please do. I hope you like it. Big congratulations to Oliver, 2nd place. Amazing. Keep me hanging here.
Norwegians on the podium. It's
Yeah.
great.
So yeah, now it's time. I'm heading back to Monaco this afternoon, and I will stay there for some days, have some meetings and stuff, and then it's all about getting things ready for next year. Hopefully we can have a really nice program. I hope so, to be up there fighting where we belong. So until next time.